Your Facebook ROAS is lying to you. After more than $100 million in ad spend on Meta and TikTok, here is the hardest truth I've learned. Half the money I spend on advertising is wasted. The trouble is, I don't know which half. John Wanamaker. Every day, brands spend billions on Facebook, TikTok, and Google. We are drowning in data, dashboards, and reports. But what if all these numbers were fake? What if the campaigns we thought were crushing it actually just sucked? This is the dark secret of modern advertising that nobody wants you to know about, but Meta is finally giving us a way to fix it. Let me explain. Imagine this. I lost my iPhone and I decide to go buy the exact same one. On the way to the Apple store, I happen to see a billboard for it. I get to the Apple store, I walk in, and I buy the phone. Was that billboard the reason I bought the phone? Should that billboard get any credit for my purchase? Absolutely not. Now replace that billboard with a Facebook ad. Just because someone saw an ad, then later purchased, doesn't mean that ad had anything to do with it. And it doesn't mean that ad should get credit for that purchase. But platforms like Meta, TikTok, and Google, they want credit for as much as possible so that you keep spending more money with them. And when those extra conversions weren't actually caused by the ad, but the algorithm thinks they were and treats them as if they were caused by the ad, it starts optimizing for the wrong types of people. It starts optimizing towards people who would have converted anyways. That's the real issue with traditional attribution. It doesn't measure impact. It just rewards credit. If someone clicked and bought within 7 days, great, we'll take credit. But should it get credit if that person was going to buy anyways? Now, this problem creates a disconnect between the performance you see on platform and your actual business outcomes and results. Your ROAS looks strong in platform, but your actual business isn't growing. Why is that? Because you are trying to scale off of false positives. In a highest volume, lowest cost algorithm, Meta is incentivized to find the easiest conversions first. And nothing is easier than finding someone who is already going to buy anyways. It looks like it's doing a good job, but it's just being lazy. It's like poison for your ad account. And the bigger your brand gets, the worse this problem becomes. Because bad signal doesn't just waste spend, it trains the algorithm to chase the wrong buyers, the ones who would have converted anyways, and going after a negative feedback loop. This is where incrementality flips everything. It doesn't just ask, did they buy after seeing the ad? It asks, would they have still bought if they never saw the ad at all? And that one question changes absolutely everything. Now, here's the breakthrough. For years, incrementality testing was hard. You needed huge budgets, long lift studies, complicated setups. But now, Meta's new incrementality attribution setting changes all of that. In your attribution setting at the ad level, change it to incremental attribution. Here's how it works. Meta first splits your audience at the user level into two separate groups. One group is eligible to see your ads. This is the test group. And the other group never sees them. This is the holdout group. These two groups are statistically identical. The only difference between them, one sees the ad and the other doesn't. This gives you a real baseline comparison. The holdout group shows you what would have happened without any ads being shown, and the test group shows you what actually happened with ads. And when you measure these against each other, the difference between these two groups, that is your true incremental lift. Here's where it gets even more interesting. By default, Meta uses a 7-day click, 1-day view attribution setting, which means it gives credit to anyone that clicked an ad and then purchased within 7 days, or viewed an ad, then purchased within 1 day. But what we're finding after extensive testing is that this default is taking way too much credit. After testing this on more than 20 ad accounts, we found the default settings consistently over-attribute conversions by more than 200 to 300%. Now, when we started comparing this to other attribution settings, here's what we saw. Incrementality attribution, it showed 20% lower attribution than 7-day click. And again, with 7-day click, 1-day view being nearly 200 to 300% more than incrementality attribution. You can even see this for yourself. Just hit compare attribution in Ads Manager and you can see the difference between incremental attribution and your current business as usual strategies. Drop a comment down below. I want to see how it compares to the incrementality. So what does all of this mean? At default, most of the conversions that you're seeing and most of the conversions the algorithm is thus optimizing towards, it's all wrong. When only a small fraction is genuine true impact, you end up with way too much wasted spend. But with incremental attribution, you won't just be chasing padded numbers anymore. You'll be teaching the algorithm how to achieve real business outcomes caused by your ads. And early testing results from using incrementality attribution have been absolutely amazing. We are seeing 20% lower incremental CPAs, up to 30% more real customers. It's giving us cleaner signal and smarter optimization for more sustainable and confident business growth. This means, yes, your in-platform ROAS will likely look worse, but for the first time, it's actually honest. Let's simplify this even further. Imagine 100 people bought something, but 30 of them were going to buy no matter what. That means only 70 sales were actually caused by the ad. When you can finally separate real impact from background noise, you stop scaling the wrong campaigns. You stop sending bad signal to the algorithm, and you finally start growing your business with confidence. Now, this isn't a silver bullet solution for everyone. Is it perfect, all rainbow and sunshines? Absolutely not. It's still limited by the conversion signals that Meta receives. Like anything, you should validate this externally as well. But at a high level, it is the most reliable on-platform measurement we have ever had. Incrementality attribution is best for e-commerce brands spending 6 or 7+ figures, brands advertising on multiple platforms, and for teams who care most about long-term scale and business growth, not just pretty numbers on a dashboard. And this is less ideal for small businesses who are only advertising on Meta with very minimal spend, and for lead gen campaigns where conversion quality is a little bit harder to measure and more subjective. But if you're serious about growth, here's how to make this setting work best. First of all, prioritize new customers. Targeting existing customers usually looks great on paper or in engine, but these customers are likely not incremental. And the larger your business grows, the more aggressive your exclusions need to be to ensure the algorithm doesn't get stuck in a loop just going after engaged and existing customers. Second off, the way that you measure this is by tracking net new reach. Just because you saw a high lift today on a specific tactic using incremental attribution does not mean that same tactic is scalable tomorrow. If you are not consistently reaching net new people with your ads, you will see faster diminishing results at scale. Tracking net new reach will help inform how aggressive your exclusions need to be. If you need help tracking your net new reach, click on this video right here. It'll explain everything you need to know. Lastly, rethink your creative. Build ads that speak to people who have never heard of you before. Don't just push a product, solve real problems and show people why they should care. Most advertisers stop at ROAS, but if that ROAS is built on shaky and unreliable attribution, you'll be scaling the wrong campaigns and sending the algorithm the wrong signal. Incrementality gives you clarity, it gives you confidence, and it helps you focus on what actually matters to help you build your business. If you're running paid ads and you're not thinking in terms of incrementality, you're not just burning money, you are building your entire empire on a lie.